Hello buddy, it's Ben Dominator, and today I wanted to make a video talking about what could we see in the next update. So yeah, the next update for Fortnite would be 14.30, and there's a lot of stuff being speculated for this update, and I just wanted to kind of like talk about all the things that we could kind of see or kind of expect for this update, or maybe updates after that. So yeah, before we get into the video, I actually want to thank you guys for 300 subscribers. We finally did it. We're at the big 300, and I really want to get 500 by the end of the year. So if you're noob here, be sure to subscribe because I do videos like this all the time. And let's go ahead and get right into the video. Alright, so the first and kind of biggest thing here I wanted to talk about is HypeX tweeted unfinished NPCs most likely for Fortnitemares, thanks to Intercellular for bringing this to my attention. Now it goes on to say, Midas, maybe another version of him, has a gold scar, which is probably a placeholder, has 100 HP and 350 shield, Ghostly Ghost Henchman has an AR, pump, SMG, or pumpkin launcher. Now this is very interesting because now a lot of people are saying that Midas, or like a ghost version of Midas and the Henchman, might be haunting the Authority. And I feel like this is very, very likely. Now, I'm not sure if this is going to start in the next update. I really do hope it does because it's October. I'm not sure if we're going to get Fortnitemares next update, but I do think they could implement some Halloween type stuff here. And I think a ghost version of Midas haunting the Authority with his ghost henchman would just make so much sense, because right now, like, the Authority's completely cleared out. It kind of looks a little spooky in there because it's kind of abandoned and all that kind of stuff. I feel like that's the perfect setup to have this kind of thing, and with those NPCs in the leaks, I feel like that's pretty much like, that's what the biggest speculation is at the moment. Now, Fortnite and Epic Games always like to throw us curveballs, and they could kind of do something completely different with it. But just kind of looking at all the stuff we have here, I feel like that's really likely to happen. So yeah, hopefully that comes in the next update. If not, it'll probably be the update after that, but I'm guessing it'll probably be in the next update as like the big main thing. And I'm really excited to have something content-wise and a base that's not Marvel. And it'll be interesting to have like a mythic that's not a superpower, you know? And maybe even there we'll see like the Rex Midas skin, or maybe a completely new Halloween version of Midas. And maybe that'll be an item shop skin too. If we get like a Ghost Midas skin, that would be really cool. But yeah, I'm really overall excited to see what happens with the Authority and all these kind of leaked things. I'm excited to see what happens, and I have a hunch to what the mythic weapon for Midas could actually be. Now, it did say he holds a scar, but I'm like HypeX said that's probably a placeholder, and I probably like agree with him. It's probably a placeholder. I don't think he would just have a gold scar. I think he would probably drop a certain mythic weapon. And there's actually a weapon that has been leaked to us. Now this weapon is in the files. We don't have an actual name for it, but it is described as a cross between a grenade launcher and a minigun. I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard this already, heard of this. And yeah, it looks really interesting. There's also like double Uzis in the files too. He could also have that. I could see Midas having double Uzis. They haven't added anything into the game that, like a weapon into the game that wasn't like you had to kill a boss or a henchman to get. And I don't know if they're gonna plan to add like double Uzis or this minigun grenade launcher thing into the game as a normal weapon. I think they might turn it into a mythic, and I think I could really see Midas having like the double Uzis or that weapon, the minigun grenade launcher thing. Don't know how either of these would really work in game. But I think it would be really interesting to see one of those mythics. Now, I would rather prefer them just being in the normal loot pool, because I feel like we haven't really gotten a lot of weapons in the normal loot pool lately. But yeah, it would just be really cool to see, like, if that doesn't happen, then maybe give Midas, like, the double Uzis. Something like that. I think it would be really cool, really unique to have a mythic that's not a superpower, but again, I think I'd rather have it just like in the normal loot pool, but I don't think they're gonna really go that direction with it. But it would be really cool if they did. Anyway, we also got other leaks of the Heli Carrier actually being moved on top of the island, so the Heli Carrier actually might turn into a POI next update, which would be really cool. I don't know what the spawn island would be then. Maybe they'll just bring back the original spawn island from like the start of chapter 1, or maybe make a new one. Not sure how that'll work, but yeah, apparently the Heli Carrier is actually going to move over the map. And maybe Spawn Island will still be the Heli Carrier, you're just on top of the map now. And maybe you'll be able to like go down to the map or something, I don't know. That would be really cool. Wouldn't make a whole lot of sense, but it would be kind of cool to have that. Yeah, again, I'm not sure if this is going to come into the next update. I feel like either the Heli Carrier will move, or we're going to get the Midas Authority Ghost place. I don't think we're going to get both of those in the same update. I'm really hoping we get a Haunted Authority in the next update, but we could also see the Heli Carrier move to be a POI on the map. That would also be really cool. People have also been speculating that we might go back to the old map, and I think that might be interesting, but I doubt it's going to happen next update. I would guess it would happen like at the end of the season for to intro into the next season, if it does happen. I could definitely see Epic bringing back the old map, because I feel like it would be a pretty good business decision for them to bring it back, because I think they know that if they brought it back, it would probably get a bunch of old players to come back to the game, at least for a little bit. But I think if they brought back the old map, I'm not sure if they would do it justice. I'm not sure how authentic it would be. I don't know how they would handle it. And I'm kind of skeptical that they would do it, but at the same time, it's like, they could easily do it. They could easily get a bunch of players to come back to the game by doing that. And if they do it in a really cool way, like through an event, which a lot of people are speculating with the battle bus and all that kind of stuff, I think it would be really cool. And I think, honestly, like I've been saying, that I don't want the old map back, that I want to keep playing on this new map. But as I'm starting to kind of not enjoy this season as much, and I'm starting to kind of realize how much I don't like what Fortnite has what they're doing, what they're prioritizing with their seasons. Talked about it a lot on the podcast. If you want to learn more about how I feel about all this kind of stuff like henchmen and boss POIs and superpowers, if you want to figure out or learn more about how I feel about that stuff, go ahead and watch the podcast video. I talk about it a lot in there. But yeah, it's just, I'm not sure how I would feel about them bringing back the old map. And I honestly think I would probably like it, but at the same time, I would miss this map, because I actually do really like this map. It's one of the things I actually do really like about newer Fortnite, is the map. I think it flows really well. I think it looks really good, and I think it's just really cool. But I honestly, I don't know. I don't know how I'd feel about going back to the old map. I think it would be really fun, but I just don't think it would be as cool as people would hope for, if that makes any sense. But yeah, I guess that's about gonna be it for this video. If you guys like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Again, if you're new here, be sure to subscribe if you enjoyed the content, of course, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.